Hola and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a couple weeks since I have posted a video, and I was just kind of evaluating what I was doing with my channel, with my Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And just FYI, I am moving my Instagram content from Maddie Makes It Up to my personal account, which is Meowdison Glock. I know it's kind of a silly name, but that's what it is, Meowdison Glock. And I feel like it's just, I don't want to say organic because that's incredibly pretentious to say, but I feel like it's just a little bit more me to kind of do more personal posts, lifestyle, fashion, and then also beauty. I just feel like that's just something that interests me more and excites me more than just doing straight beauty all the time. And I felt like I couldn't really do that with Maddie Makes It Up for whatever reason, so I'm just doing it this way. So be sure to follow me now on Meowdison Glock if you want to keep up with my posts. But anyways, I wanted to show you this look today. It's a very natural, everyday makeup look. This is the makeup look I do when I have time to get ready. This is not the makeup look I do when I have like 5 minutes to just get ready for the day. I will probably do a video on that another time, but today, this is the makeup I do when I have time to get ready. I want to look nice. We're going to see people, and I am using the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and oh my goodness, guys, this palette is freaking gorgeous. It's like a neutral lover's dream. It's amazing, and I'm so excited to show you how I used it with this look today. Just so good. Okay, let's go. I'm going to use the Lacncome custom highlight droppers, just drops. And I used the lightest color last time, but today I'm going to use the medium color, which kind of looks like the L'Oreal Glossier color to me. So I'm just gonna put this on the high points of my face and hope that it gives me a little bronzy glow. I don't understand the dropper in this packaging. I really don't mind the product itself, which is such a shame because Lacncome is pretty expensive. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and put that on the high points of my face in the places that I want to be a little glowy. Since this was a little bit more bronzy than the L'Oreal Glossier, I'm just gonna rub this all over the face so I give myself a bronzy glow instead of just like an orange glow in some places. It's a lot less moisturizing and more just like kind of a serum-y feeling, I would say, compared to the L'Oreal product. It did give me a little bit of shine going on in a good way. We're going to use the Bye Bye foundation by IT Cosmetics. I'm gonna pump like a pump and a half onto my fingertips and then just rub that baby in like lotion. And then make sure you blend it in around the nose and then down the neck also. Pump and a half is probably a little too much. I probably could have just done a pump, but it does a pretty decent job of covering up my pigmentation right here. I have a little bit of acne scar right there. Blend this down the neck so it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. And then around the nose. I just did my mustache last night, so it's very smooth right here, and it feels really weird to put anything on it. Yes, I have a mustache. No shame. I'm going to do the Lacncome Efffacernes. I literally have no way how to pronounce this Lacncome concealer, so I will just list it down below. Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm going to put this in the bridge of my eye because I have super dark circles. And I'm just wiping the excess on the lid, prime it a little bit for eyeshadow. I'm using a lot of creamy products right now, but I'm gonna keep on going with the trend. I'm gonna use the RMS Buriti. I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Buriti Bronzer. I think I've been saying it wrong this whole time. And it's just a little cream pot like this, and I put it on top of the cheekbone. Otherwise, if I put it underneath my cheekbone like you would with normal bronzer contour, I feel like it looks really, really muddy and you end up blending it too far down. So I blend it on top of the area that I want it to be bronzed. In comparing cream bronzer to powder bronzer, I feel like they're both pretty easy to blend out. I don't really have a problem blending out either of them. But I will say that the cream is just kind of an extra step because you need to apply it and then blend it out, whereas the powder bronzer, you just apply it to your face. So I mean, so that is quite a difference if you're like running short on time. I wouldn't say cream bronzer is really the way to go. But I will say that cream bronzers kind of lend a more natural finish because powder bronzers can obviously look a little bit more powdery. So I really think it just depends what your ultimate goal is. If it's just being super quick and out the door, then powder bronzer is probably what you want to do. But if you like having a more natural finish and you have a little bit of extra time, then I would probably do a cream bronzer. Okay, so I feel like the bronzer is sufficiently, oh, Just kidding. I always put bronzer around my chin area just because I feel like that chisels it out a little bit more. The last clean product before we powder is the Glossier Cloud Paint in Beam. So I'm just putting that on the back of my hand, put a little brush on there, and I'm just buffing it upwards, kind of where I place the bronzer. And it's still looking very natural and very glowy, and I'm very into it. If you guys want to see what my super quick makeup routine is, if I'm like running late, I just need to slap some stuff on my face. If you guys want to see what that routine looks like, let me know and I can definitely do that one. This is definitely my everyday routine if I have time. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Powder, by the way. But yeah, so I basically just powdered in the places where I want to be a little more matte. Essentially the T-zone and underneath my eyes to set the concealer. Alrighty, so I've been using this brow product basically ever since I purchased it, which it really was on a whim for a video and I didn't really think anything about it. It's the Loreal Brow Stylist Definer, and it has the little spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other. But the reason why I like it so much is that it's very easy to use. You guys probably want to see me apply this. Okay, so I brought you a little bit closer so you can see it in action. But the reason why I like this so much is that it's pigmented, but it's not like too crazy. I can put a few strokes on without messing up my whole eyebrow. But the reason why I like this so much is the color is just so spot on for my eyebrows. So most of the eyebrow products that I try to use are just too warm for my eyebrow hairs. Like, they're just too red, and you can tell. With this, because the color is so spot on, you really can't tell that much that I have anything in my eyebrows. And I honestly just use this product to fill in a little bit of the tail of my brow just to kind of even them out and to fill in a little bit of the front of my brow. And then I'll just set them super quick with some clear brow gel. All right, we're already dipping into this palette. I'm using the white shade, which is called Charmer, and I just wipe that all over the lid to do a little base work for the eyeshadow. It kind of just makes it a blank slate. I feel like all of the Tarte eyeshadows kind of have like a sweet vanilla scent to them, and this one definitely has that as well. It smells really, really good. And as you can see, this is just a beautiful neutrals palette. It's more leaning, I would feel like a little bit towards the cool side, but these are definitely some warmer colors down here. So it just depends. I feel like this is a pretty great neutral palette just for every day, depending on what you like. So next, I'm gonna do a pretty basic eyeshadow look here. I'm gonna dip my brush into Smarty Pants, which is this mid-tone color right here. And I'm just going to put that in the crease. This eyeshadow is freaking beautiful. It blended out so good. Like, didn't even have to try. So I'm gonna go into the Rebel color, which is this darker, kind of warmer brown right here. I'm just gonna put that in the outer crease and bring that down a little bit. These eyeshadows are blending out so easily. And I have no fallout so far. This might be my go-to daytime palette now. Love it. Okay. And then this next part, I'm literally just gonna add a little bit of shimmer. You could definitely leave it here. If you're not like a shimmer person, you could definitely leave this all matte and put on some mascara and call it a day. I'm going to do a little bit of shimmer because that's what's in my soul. So I'm going to mix Firecracker, which I usually just put all over my lid. It's like the perfect bronze color. Like, if you were to imagine a warm shimmering brown and you thought, what would that look like in perfection form? It would be this. I'll just swatch it for you because I'm just teasing you now. It's like a dark bronzy shimmer. This isn't even doing it justice. I feel like I need to put it on the eyelid to do it any sort of justice. But it is so gorgeous. This is literally my favorite shade in the palette. I'm gonna use Firecracker and use it with Funny Girl, which is the lighter shimmer, and I'm just gonna put that right on the mobile lid. This blends out so easily, even with your fingers. Can you even see that? Can you see how good it is? It's really good. I'm gonna use a flat shader brush, go into Funny Girl one more time, and just put that on the inner corner, do a little highlighting action. This step is not necessary, but since I have time, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to go into Leader, which is this dark brown shade, put it on a flat shader brush. I'm just lining the lash line very smokily. Not a perfect line at all. I forgot about the lower lash line, so I'm just gonna do one color. I'm gonna do Smarty Pants, which is that transition color we did at the beginning. Not really any kind of precision, just slapping it on the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to add highlight to my face. What am I doing? Okay, gonna add highlight real quick. Excuse me. There we go. That's much better. Okay, gonna curl the eyelashes really quick. We're almost done here, guys. I feel like we whipped through this pretty quick considering. I'm going to add the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I'm kind of loving this. I'm kind of loving this. So it is a little bit clumpy, but it adds a ton of volume. If you're looking for something that adds a lot of length, this doesn't add a bunch, but it does add some. It doesn't do well on the bottom lashes, though, I will say. It smudges pretty bad, so that's a no-go. But on the top lashes, it is way, way good. So I'm actually gonna leave the bottom lashes bare, kind of giving it a daytime fresh kind of vibe, you know what I mean? What I'm doing with the lips is I'm going to go into Glossier Leo, which is kind of like a brownie nude color. If I was just doing like an everyday look, I would just put this on or one of the Glossier lips on and just call it a day and we're good to go. But since I have a little extra time, I'm gonna show you what I do. This formula is so moisturizing. That's what I love about the Glossier. It doesn't feel dry, but it's matte. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it does. So I'm gonna use the Buxom Big Healthy Lipstick in the shade London, which by itself is too light for me, but when mixed in with other lip colors, it is perfection. This combo is really natural, super hydrating, and it just feels so good on the lips. And it looks very nudie pink, which is my kind of vibe. I'm going to finish getting ready for the day, get a little more gussied up while Sawyer's asleep, and I'll see you in just a second. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I was gonna curl my hair and look a lot more cute, but it is like 90 something degrees outside. It is really, really hot, so this is just dry shampoo and brushing my hair, and I'm gonna call it good for now. But yeah, this is the finished makeup look. Absolutely love this palette. It's definitely gonna be one of my new go-to everyday palettes. And this look is just very me, very natural, but a little bit more probably glam than what the average person would do, because that's me. And again, I'm gonna probably do my really quick like 5-minute makeup routine just so you can see how to kind of put yourself together when you have little to no time to do your makeup. But anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click on the little notification bell, and that way you can see every time I upload, and we can be BFFs and just ride off into the sunset together. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.